Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
Hey, there they are. Good morning. How are you? I just I had a wonderful introduction for y'all, and y'all missed it.
We missed it.
How are y'all doing?
We're doing good. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, Lord, just living the dream, living the dream. Let me ask you a question just right off the get-go here. This video, I mean, y'all have got an awesome website. CarvinWalls.com is an awesome website. And y'all got this little video that plays. Where did y'all film that at? I mean, it kind of looks like Leaper's Fork, but it's not.
Which video is it?
The one on the opening page of your website. You've got y'all.
You see how confused we both look right now that we don't even know.
We've got a few on there.
It's where you got the old 55 Ford truck y'all are in.
Oh, that was
the truck we won.
Yeah, the burgundy truck.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not a music video. It's just a video.
Yeah.
That was in Leaper's Fork.
Was it Leaper's Fork?
Or no, I'm sorry. It was
Nolensville.
Nolensville.
Yeah, we was actually at the we filmed that out at the Nolensville feed mill.
Okay. That's a cool little thing y'all got for that intro. Y'all got an awesome website, no doubt. But
thank you. Tim Music, he's awesome. He does all of our stuff.
Well, now have y'all played at Leaper's Fork any over at
It's been a while.
We have it's been a while. Yeah, we played I think in front of like one of the what do they have there, like the antique stores? We played at like an antique store a long time ago.
That's a neat place. Leaper Fork is.
Yeah, Puckets,
really
the original Puckets.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, just by looking at it, you calling out Leaper's Fork like that, you're you got this area down, it sounds like, huh?
Yeah, I've been thrown out of a lot of nice places up there in Nashville. Yeah, sure. Yeah, pretty much.
Me too.
Yeah, you just mention my name and right out the door you go. But anyway.
That's funny.
Folks,
I feel like you and Kelly have something in common with that. She's always been kind of the rebel in the group. I don't know if that makes me boring, I think. I'm not sure I've ever been kicked out of anywhere, but I can claim that she has.
Oh, there you
Probably.
go. Yeah, it started a long time ago. I had my great-great-grandfather got kicked out of church for cussing, and then, of course, I got kicked out of Sunday school, and then I got kicked. Well, I mean, anyway, we'll just leave that all there. But
yeah, I got kicked out of high school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you're talking about being a rebel, you're actually from up north, and you married a Southern boy, right?
Yeah, that's rebellious, right?
That's the way everybody likes a country boy, man. There ain't no doubt.
Yeah, there's something about him. It's just not the same. Not that there's anything wrong with Northeast guys, but
right. They look funny in skinny jeans. That's what I think.
They
now,
do.
Now, is he a level-headed country boy?
Troy,
Yeah.
he's like thinks everything through like tenfold.
Careful now, you're going to make me sound more boring.
Yeah, there you go. Do you know how to tell if he's level-headed?
Oh yeah, Troy was very level-headed. He's a Capricorn, so it's like.
Well, the way you actually tell when he's chewing tobacco, if tobacco's running out of both sides of his mouth at the same time instead of just one, you know he's level-headed.
Yes, absolutely does. That's actually why I do the mustache this way. It's to hide all that.
There you go. I'm with you.
He actually quit chewing, which I was very happy about.
Yeah.
I'm getting more boring by the second.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't quit chewing. I don't get kicked out of nowhere.
Yeah. Now it's her turn to quit chewing tobacco, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you should
I'm
stop.
the fun one, obviously.
Hey, Lord, it's all right. Y'all have got some great music, and this one of the songs. We talked about one before, but anyway, 3 a.m. is a neat little tune.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of little ones running around.
They're not little anymore. Mine's grown. My baby's about 22 years old, and then I've got a 3-year-old granddaughter, which is absolutely spoiled rotten. But yeah, I've been through all that, but I've never thought about writing a song about going through, having kids. Tell a little bit about the folks out there listening, kind of about the song, if you would.
So it was actually Troy's idea because we just thought he was thinking about how like, okay, we're a couple and literally like overnight we can be parents.
Right.
Like the moment that this kid pops out, we are officially parents. And how crazy, if you think about it, is that?
Yeah, the songwriter in me couldn't help myself because when she was pregnant, of course, at first everything's kind of surreal and you don't think that much about it.
Right.
But at some point it occurs to you, like, there's about to be more people in the house.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the thought came from. And it was like how crazy it is that you're literally just going to wake up one day with another person.
Yeah, like another person. And then, you know, and just the whole journey of becoming a parent and just gearing up for that.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. 3 a.m., man. I mean, really, it's like, okay. And it seems like the little ones always come at 3 a.m., you know.
Yeah, and that was the thing, too. We were playing on, you know, because people always say, like, oh, water's going to break at 3 a.m. So
right.
Kind of played with that, you know, 3 a.m. She says it's time. But then, you know, it's 2 of us tonight. There's going to be 3 a.m. So we just kind of played on it.
Well, it's a great song. Y'all got some good songs. There's no doubt. I love the flow of it. I love the sound of the music, you know, and I think it's country. I get a lot of the stuff nowadays I'm not that popular on, you know, I kind of like the country style but I like the flow. I don't know. Have y'all been compared to any musicians as far as your style of music?
I feel like individually that happened more, but since we've been doing the duo thing for several years now, and I feel like we hadn't really got a whole lot of comparisons as a duo, except for the people that reach further back. But I almost feel like that's habit. Like anybody trying to bring up the Johnny and June thing is just because they don't know how else to say a guy and a girl are singing country music.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that's the thing of the past. It really is. I mean, you know, it seems like it's just, of course, now it's more of a one-hit wonder kind of thing, you know, but like the duos, you never hear duos. I mean, you know, there were so many over the years, you know, talk about Johnny and June, and then you had Kenny Rogers did a lot of stuff with duos and on through the years.
Right. Civil Wars, and they were in
Dolly,
and out.
Yeah, Kenny and Dolly.
Kenny and Dolly.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, it's funny because duets are usually like a big deal, but then like they don't seem to last forever. I don't know.
I don't know.
mean, Johnny and June do, but hopefully we'll fill there. We'll be.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, now let me ask you another question. As far as being a duo, do y'all have? Y'all write your own music, but do you have a harder time because it's kind of harder to write a song for a woman and a man to sing at the same time? Do y'all have a hard time coming up with music?
You know, honestly, when we're writing, we kind of don't really think about so much how it's going to, you know, be approached about whether it works for a guy and a girl so much. What we've kind of found just works for us is we just write the songs and let them do what they do.
Right.
And we, you know, we let the presentation kind of, you know, handle that.
Yeah.
So if it's one that makes any sense at all for us to both have a little say in it, then we figure out how to present it as a duo.
Like 3 a.m, for example, we wrote it as just a guy song.
Right.
And we wrote it by ourselves. This was 2020 when everything was shut down. So we were stuck in the house together. And the second verse was actually different. But then after we wrote it, we were like, this could be actually really cute as a duet. So then we ended up rewriting a part of the second verse.
To make it work.
Yeah, because it said touch of her brown eyes.
Right.
And then we changed it to dancing in the moonlight, like that whole thing. Because
dumb little subtle things, but make a difference. Yeah.
And then, and then I sing like the last chorus, and we just turned it into a duet, but it wasn't written that way. But after the fact, we thought about it.
We rarely go.
Which happened a lot with a lot of songs.
Yeah, we rarely go into a song trying to think like we need to write a duet. You know, we just.
Sometimes we do, and it's fun. It's fun to do, but you're stuck into a pigeonhole if you do that.
Yeah, you're right.
So we tend to just like let the song do what it wants, and then if we look at it later and go, oh, this could be a duet, then we'll do that. Or if it's not, then we'll just sing harmonies, and one of us will be the lead.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, it is. Now, let me ask you, how long have y'all been together as far as the duo or the marriage? How long have y'all been together?
So we moved to town 10 years ago, basically, and met, and then we started writing together right away. We officially became a duo, I guess, about
8
years ago, and then we've been married 7 years, just celebrated last month, and yeah, we'll be together for like 10 years now.
Wow.
In September as a couple.
Right. So now, have you got to work with any of your heroes that you just growed up listening to, like, golly, and then finally get to open for them?
You know, I think what we see more of, because Nashville's so based in songwriting, what we find more of is getting to work with the people who made the stuff that our heroes do. Now, we've had a lot of fun with that.
Right.
getting like one of our favorite writers in town is a guy named Kent Blasey. We've written a few, quite a bit actually with him.
Yeah, if you listen to our song Lacey, we wrote that with Kent, and he wrote If Tomorrow Never Comes with Garth Brooks. They both had their first #1 together.
Oh yeah.
Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. Like, he wrote a bunch of stuff.
But I find it more that way, like the songwriters behind the scenes that most people don't know about. We get to write with all of those people now.
And that's cool.
And so it's like the songs that we grew up on, and like I don't know. It almost feels a little deeper to us.
I'm with you on that 100%, because if I find a song and then I want to know who wrote it, I mean, that's like, Anthony Smith. I become a big fan of his because he's wrote so many songs that I love over the years,
Sure.
And of course, Paul Overstreet,
I love Paul, yeah.
Yeah, he is just an amazing songwriter. And I always fall back to the songwriters, and then I become a big fan of theirs, because that's actually kind of the way I found Billy Joe Schaefer, because I was a Waylon Jennings fan, and then I got thinking, who wrote this? And then I just go, and I was young at that time.
Sure.
And so I think, and I guess, they say like, the musicians kind of make it their own, but it's really not,
Yeah, I didn't really even learn that much about that until we moved to Nashville, like officially moved, because, you grow up listening to music, and the person who sang it, that's their song,
right,
as far as you know. And I think that was one of the coolest things about the whole Nashville experience, coming in, is really getting to dig in with the people that actually created the music that you loved growing up, and being able to differentiate that and find out the thing. But it goes again back to your question, like I think that's been one of the most exciting things for me, is just getting to work with a lot of the people who created the stuff that I grew up on and idolized.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, 100%. I think that is so cool. But something else about songwriters, and y'all know this is true. They actually teach songwriting. It's like they teach people to put them out of business. Like Beth Nielsen Chapman, she's always doing something with people, trying to teach them how to write songs and stuff like that.
There's so many tricks and stuff. I mean, we wrote with a young artist yesterday that's just moved to town, and it's like, you could just tell, just the things that all the little tricks that you just know, it just develops over time, and it really is a craft.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is a craft. Folks, we're talking to Carvin Walls. Go to carvinwalls.com. They've got all the stuff. They've got their home. They got their store, all kinds of stuff you can buy and support them. And I'm telling you right now, in the music business, they need all the help they can get, because it is tough out there, is it not? I mean, honestly, it's just hard in the music business today.
Go download our album.
Hey, go do it, man. We sign up for it. I guess that's half the fun, isn't it? We get good stories to tell.
Yeah, that's all about it. So tell us.
Yeah, that old bus that kept breaking down, and the and the sleazy hotels. I mean, good stuff, right? These are all fun.
Yeah, we talked to a guy the other day. He hung up his bus, and he's now driving a micro mini Volkswagen Beetle bus on his tour now, just to save gas.
I would do that just because it's a Volkswagen. But,
yeah, the hippie van, she loves that.
Yeah. Well, the hippie van. Y'all even got the song Hippie, right?
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah. Look at the homework in it. I like it.
Yeah, that is so funny. But now tell us about your new album. How long has it been out, and how's it doing?
So we've got we didn't do an album this time, but we did.
Seems like the whole world's just turning towards singles.
They are.
Yeah, everything's like 3 tracks kind of thing most now. Albums are getting more and more rare. It seems like full length albums.
Yeah, so we've released a single. It's working. It's kind of trending a little bit on TikTok right now. People are doing a dance and making videos to it, showing how stuff's working.
Which is lost on me. I have no idea. I'm glad it's worked. I'm glad it's happening. I don't know. I just don't know how.
Yeah, that TikTok, I don't understand it. Packy stays on it all the time, watching them folks dance, and I can't. Oh, I'm sorry, Packy. Your wife's listening. I wasn't supposed to tell that. I'm sorry, but
we're trying to crack the TikTok code.
I don't know how all that works, but you talk about singles. Back in the 50s, they released singles, and then in the 70s and the 80s, they went to albums. Of course, in the 70s was cool because they had records. And then cassettes, 8 tracks, cassettes, and right on in. But like I said, it's got, like CDs. I thought when they come out, okay, it's here, CDs. This is it. This is the top of the line. And now you can't even buy a new car with a CD player in it.
That's absolutely true. We got a Jeep actually, we've had it for a while now. Lord, time gets away. We've had this Jeep for, I think, 7 years now. 7 years ago, it didn't have a CD player in it. That's how quick we're getting away from it. Yeah, it's wild though. It's funny how we come full circle, like you said. It's going from a singles driven market into albums and then back the other way again, maybe for different reasons, I guess, but it is funny watching it come around like that. It makes you wonder what's next.
Yeah, we had Aaron LaCombs. I don't know if you know him or not, but he's actually got thumb drives that he sells at his it's actually got his album on. He's got thumb drives that he sells at the shows just to have something.
I've heard of people doing that, and I've actually had people suggest that we should be doing, like, all of our shows should be recorded live. They have of course, even all the PAs to tell you, where how the technology gets away from is the PAs will do that now. You can just stick the thumb drive in the PA and it'll record your whole show live. And
yeah.
So we've heard people saying we should do that. I just, I don't know. I guess I hadn't got out of my little bit of the old school box yet. I just stand up there and scream at a microphone. I don't know about the rest of it.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Okay, let me ask you this. What microphone do you like the best? I'm just asking. Do you know? I mean, do you keep up with that?
I don't really know.
So
Shure's good for live. Shure's never go wrong.
Well, they're classic. Kelly. Kelly.
Condenser mic, right?
Yeah.
Well, so Kelly, she's thinking studio. No, Kelly loves her Beta. She has a little Beta 58 wireless.
I do,
right.
But not every system's good for it.
Yeah, but she likes it for the freedom of it. We've actually got a Samson mic that is a condenser stage mic.
Right.
It's a handheld. And that's probably my favorite. I don't remember the model number on it, but yeah, there's actually a little condenser Samson that I love using on stage.
I don't know, man. I'm stuck with the SM58. I'm just there with that. But, I remember Garth Brooks come out and he had the little microphone on his face, and he didn't actually get to hold the mic.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm like that. No, that ain't going to work for me either.
Yeah, because I need like the backing up and
yeah, well, especially as a duo, we have to really work the mics.
Yeah.
Unless you have somebody running, like somebody has to know your music backwards and forwards to run the live mix and make it feel like a record. Yep. And not every show makes sense for something like that. So
his show makes sense because he's like all over the place.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
it just ain't as sexy to me. I'm sorry. I like the mic.
I do too.
Yeah.
I want something in front of me, but I have fallen in love with the condenser mics though, because then you get that studio clarity real time. Now I do like that. I like, like really you get to hear details that you don't get to hear in a lot of stage mics.
I'm with you. Yep. Folks, Carvin Walls, carvinwalls.com. Now this website, we've got to get to break. This website will take them to everything. We've got the store, the shows, the music, the press, bio, photos, the whole 9 yards, and contact if y'all would like to book them to come down. And y'all put on a heck of a show. I've seen some live stuff that y'all got up, and I like, that's the thing about it. People want to be entertained. And some of these people miss the boat on that.
About that. I don't want to just sit there and bore somebody to death. I mean, they can do that on their own.
Well, that's why we keep Kelly around.
Oh, yeah. She's the bling bling of the show. Yeah, there you go. Honestly though, that's the thing about you get some of these guys that just, just stand there and, and Don Williams could do that. Don Williams could do that, but there's not a whole lot of Don Williams people left out there today,
Yeah, Don Williams. If
George Strait.
I was gonna say, if you're George Strait, you can stand at a mic all day long. And
yeah.
You got the songs, but that's the power of songs, because when you have a great song, it doesn't matter what you're doing or what's behind it. A great song is going to stand up on its own.
Yep. I'm with you on that.
He's got tons of those.
No doubt. Folks, I appreciate y'all coming back on, and we actually got straight this time. I fired my secretary over that last deal we had, but, not really. I'm actually the secretary, so anyway, and the corporate headquarters guru and all that. So, but anyway, we got it. And folks, y'all go check out Carvin Walls, carvinwalls.com, and y'all got contact information. Y'all can book them, all the stuff they got going on. Got some cool merch and all that. And fellas, thank y'all so much for coming back.
Thank
you.
I
appreciate you having us on again.
Yeah,
always enjoy it.
We'll do it again, man. We'll definitely do it again.
I love it. And next time I'll try to get her tobacco streak.
There you go. Well, let's see what she looked like with a chaw tobacco in there.
Yeah, I think it could be sexy. I might like her.
There you go. All right, y'all take care.
All
You
right.
too. Bye.
Thank you for spending a little time with us. And remember, you can tune in every morning at WJULradio.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook, The Morning Dish.